I'm Patty Linson from Life Realty.
I'm Ramiro from Desert Escape Residences.
And today we're here because we want to tell you about Airbnb and an investment opportunity that's going to blow your mind. The reason why we're doing this particular feature is to assist you in really understanding the importance and value of Airbnb and what that can equate to you financially. Right now, the market, I'm sure you're wondering, where can I put my money? And what I've discovered personally is watching my clients, I'm watching them having such a great return that I'm excited to share this with you. And I just want to tell you a brief little bio or experience is I actually have had many people come to me. I've been in real estate for 32 years. I'm from Las Vegas, and they wanted to get into Airbnb. And I would go and show them the property, and I would actually feel so uncomfortable. It was like there was a dimension that was missing. They're going to come to me, I can sell you a house or sell you anything that you want to do as Airbnb, but it's like I'm sending you off into the wilderness by yourself. So I did not sell Airbnb. And I have this great client who I sold a house to, and he said to me, I'm doing Airbnb. And I said, who's doing it for you? He says, I'm doing so well. And I went, who's doing it? And he told me Ramiro. And he said, the only thing is, don't steal him from me. So I have to really emphasize that because I know he'll see this. And then I met Ramiro, and immediately we started doing business. I had a few clients come to me. Together, what we did was we found a house. I went to Ramiro. Ramiro assisted in the process by doing the comps on the Airbnb side. And that gives you a brief on how I actually have been blessed with this opportunity because I can really take care of my clients now, and it's really because of this guy. So, yes. And what I wanted to do is ask maybe you a couple questions.
Of course.
And I wrote them down so I don't forget. So, what actually got you into the Airbnb business?
Very interesting. It's a good question. I get that all the time. I've been in the hospitality industry for over 15 years. Now, I wanted to dip in the real estate market. I wanted to turn in 2010 was a perfect time to me as a little guy jump into the real estate and say, this is awesome. But at the same time, you let go of that property. It's gone. Once you sell it, flip it, it's gone. What I ended up doing is I stayed. I kept it, I turned it into an Airbnb, which was my first Airbnb. We call it house number one. And then since then, it's been now 5 years, multiple property owners, multiple investors, multiple amazing people. And we created now this concierge full experience to the clients, to investors, to everyone included.
That is fabulous. So that really just supports my statement. So what was missing, this void, was you. So, because literally I could sell the property, and then the whole time we hold their hand, walking them through, and then you take over and it's bye-bye. And literally I'm watching people, and I actually measured the results. So for a year and about a year and a half, I've watched my clients and watched you, saw everything, because I'm an evidence person. It all sounds good, but let me see. And so now we're in the spot where the evidence is there, even in this virus market that we have. Did you say 92% is your occupancy rate?
Still 90% occupied plus. And we're saying plus because some properties are fully occupied even during the pandemic.
That's amazing. And then, so with that being said, I'm going to move on to the next question is, tell me, what is the distinction between a property manager and an Airbnb host?
Property managers manage the property for tenants, for long-term tenants. It's an easy automated system. Airbnb and hosts, we create automated system for short-term tenants, for short-term experience. But we also bring in our concierge service. We bring in our marketing platforms, our marketing team. We bring in our interior designing work. We bring everything to the table to make sure that you are successful.
Which I find is absolutely crazy because other Airbnb hosts, I know for certain, don't offer that. I do know that, right?
Well, it's a new concept for a lot of people, and this is where my hospitality background comes in.
Right.
It's not just a simple, here's my home and have a good day.
Got it.
It doesn't work like that for me, and it hasn't worked like that. It's worked for some, but in the Vegas market, we're Vegas.
Right.
We want the whole experience.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what makes Airbnb and us different.
Right. And today I'm actually speaking not only as a real estate agent, but I'm speaking to you as your client.
Right.
Because this house that we're in, I'm buying this with a partner. And so this is my first Airbnb, which is kind of exciting for me. But the reason, honestly, why I feel comfortable with you is if I had to close escrow and I'd start managing an Airbnb business, I don't have a clue. And I know, this is just me, what I see is I need to have contracts, I need to have perhaps an LLC, I need to have it recorded properly, I need to have an attorney's eyes on it, then I need to have documents for people to sign agreements so we can thwart or offset any kind of potential hazard in the property, and you provide all of that.
That's all included with us. It's everything self-free, carefree, automated for you.
Right, I say everything from soup to nuts, right? Everything from soup to nuts, we got it.
We got it.
Right.
From the legal aspect of it, because it is a challenge here in Las Vegas to make sure that your Airbnb is properly licensed.
Right.
And that a lot of people still can't figure out.
Right, and that's the thing is a lot of people are stuck because they go, I can't get approved. And we have a system in place, very legal, in which we can just basically put it together and we just walk right through it. And today, what makes me, that's one thing, but what makes me really comfortable is knowing that you come through, you already walked me through and saying, this is what you need to do, and so you give me advice. We know that there is a furniture location that offers 50 to 75% discount on furniture, so I could get this done.
Right.
I have whatever I need when it comes to repair work and
handyman work, electricians, plumbing, flooring,
everything. Painting.
It's a whole operation of a home.
Right. But you do this.
We do this.
Right. So you do this and it helps me. So if I had to do this without any leadership or guidance, I'd be, look, are you kidding me? But then you do all the marketing.
Then once we get your home ready, or actually not even that, we're already working on marketing. When you tell me escrow's closing, we're already working on the marketing side.
Well, and I just wanted to give one endorsement, which actually was what I thought was crazy again, was one of your clients that has become my client.
Yeah.
I spoke with, and he told me the story. So this really helped me understand from a neutral space, somebody else's view, that you are magnificent to him because he had his house 6 months, did not rent it out one time, Airbnb, not once. He said he hired you, or however you worked your agreement, and he said you came on board, and he says, oh my gosh, Patty, he's a miracle worker. And
He's been booked. He is one of our COVID operations. We started during COVID.
Right.
And even then, he's still booked.
Right. And it's in a location that I probably would, I'm a native Las Vegas, I probably would have thought, I don't know if that's really the best place to be, but I've learned.
Marketing.
Right.
Marketing.
Yep.
Marketing, finding the clients, finding the appropriate person for that specific home.
That is just so wonderful. And so then finally, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I look at as a client that you would do for me, but that's pretty much what get me set up. Then I just turn the reins over to you and I just make sure I have my insurances in place,
Right.
and then I keep the property tuned up.
It's all upkeep, but even then, it's still easy.
Right. Oh, and what about linens and bedding and housekeeping? You do that too.
We got it.
So I don't even have to think about
We got it. We literally got it. The cleaners, the standards, our hotel operations,
right.
From check-in service, keypad, security cameras. We bring that all in there to literally manage the whole experience from checking in to checking out till next time.
Which is great. Could you imagine I would have to hire people to come and clean my house and, changing
I'm
the
telling
linens
you,
and
personal experience. It's not easy.
yeah, I would think that.
But we did it. We did it with the whole team that we have.
Right.
And it works.
That is so wonderful. And so I'm going to ask you this final question. So, what makes you better than other Airbnb hosts?
So Airbnb hosts has criteria. Anybody can be a host. We all get that. We all can clean a home and we can bring in somebody. But there's statuses, there's super hosts, there's Airbnb Plus, and those are hard to reach. Not only does Airbnb have their criteria, we match those already.
Got it.
So standards are there.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, we include our concierge service, our whole experience, a holistic approach to everybody's specific needs.
So it's kind of like staying in, I come to Las Vegas, I'm going to enjoy the ride, I'm going to do this whole Las Vegas experience, and you offer that just like I would find if I were staying on the Strip.
If you were staying on the Strip, 5-star resort, they have a concierge service, they're ready to help you. Well, that's what we do.
Gosh.
And more.
That is amazing. You know what? Not only do I feel grateful that I have met you, I keep saying, I'll start crying, but I really am so grateful that I have met you, but I feel like now I can comfortably, confidently sell property, talk to people intelligently with experience and knowledge and evidence to support it, that they can buy into this business and it will be successful.
That's the key. It will be successful if
Yes.
you do it right.
Right.
Anybody can post an Airbnb. Anybody can do, and not everybody, and I'm not going to say that even in the lamest terms, because not everybody has that hospitality industry.
Right.
Not everybody can sell real estate.
Right.
But bringing two worlds together and making it successful, not only for the buyer, but for the clients and for the guests, that's a win-win for everyone.
Wow, that is fabulous. Perfect. So I really appreciate you making time and coming and meeting me.
Of course.
I know it's like, come meet me. We have to really talk about this so people get the gist, because I send out all the time to my clients. You have to check this out. In this market, I know for me, my 401k, I have stocks and various industries that I've been investing. 33 to 50% ROI on investment is, and it's gone up 5 to 8%, real estate has since March. So where we're talking about right now, interest rate being 2.99%, I don't think I've ever seen it this low. So I think that's one of the greatest reactions or responses to the market that our Washington or whomever was in charge of that, say our president, he made that, pushed that through. And so we have people still buying real estate and the whole thing's on fire. So together we're gonna do this.
Right.
You wanna reach Ramiro, his phone number is
702-622-9006. Call me, have any questions, I'm always available.
right. And I will help you get to him as well. If you contact me, Patty Linson, Life Realty, 702-353-3844 is my cell. Text me if you can't get me on the phone, okay? I always respond.
We're always on the move, but we would love to help. I know we would.
So look forward to meeting you, okay?
Thank you.
Thanks.